Hey everyone, it's David here once again, and today I'm gonna go on fishing. So that's right, I'm sorry that I haven't really been fishing for a while because, well, oops, I didn't mean to do that. Because due to, obviously you guys know in my last video I was in Aruba, and yeah, so mainly I'm back now. Well, I mean, I've been back for a couple weeks now, so, but yeah. So let's just head to the pond. And we're gonna be doing the same thing like I did in the last video with the, with the, what was it? Chatterbait jig fishing. So, but this time, finally got the worms. I remember it this time. So, but we are gonna use something a little bit different than the one of the plastic baits I have. So, we'll go to the pond and I'll show you there. Okay, so we are at this lake today. I haven't been in this lake for quite a while since I caught the catfish back in June. And yeah, so now we're going to use the same gig or chatterbait, just like I did in the last video. And so, and we're gonna use these. I'm gonna use these instead of the other bait. So these are made to be for like jigs and chatterbait rigs, so that won't be too bad. So I'll just put one on here and then, get this thing set up. So see what happens. Alrighty, so this is what it looks like. This little chad bait, jig, or whatever you call it. Because I don't know exactly, So hopefully there'll be some bass to catch here. Now I'm gonna try it without a bobber first, but because due to the, I don't know how low the water is, well, where the seaweed is, so I mean, I'm just gonna give it a shot and see what happens. But if that's not the case, we'll just have to put a bobber on there. But like maybe like not too low from the water itself, but not too low from the water, but that way that the fish can either interact with it or so we'll see what happens. I could do this for maybe 20-30 minutes, I don't know, because if I don't catch anything with this, so yeah, I think it might be caught in the weeds, I don't know. Let's see. Although it didn't look like, although I don't even know, but okay, no weeds got caught in it. I don't know. I'm trying to think like, okay, I was fortunate it didn't catch in the weeds, but although the slightest problem is that I don't know, I have not caught a bass here. But that's the only thing about this area. I do not know if I caught a bass here. No, I did not catch a bass here. I'm pretty sure there might be basses here, but I don't know. Oh yeah, it's... yeah, I would have known if it was a fish, because if it was a fish, I would feel a tug, like a pull, like when I was on the kayak. I don't know, let's give it a few tries. I'm just curious because I don't know exactly if we'll be caught in the weeds or not. Trust me, I wouldn't. And yep, this one gone in the weeds. So we're gonna have to I'm gonna have to put a bobber in here. Maybe not too low, but maybe a little low from the, not too low from the, to the water, but enough to see some action. So let me give me a second. All right, so I put a bobber on here. Now I try to maybe not avoid near to the near to near to the bait or the chatterbait as well. Just make sure it's a little bit low enough. I could still do like some crazy, you know, well, not crazy stuff, but crazy, you know, a couple of things. So I don't know. That way it doesn't get too far from the water, but I can like maybe like see the action if that's the case. Now I do have to keep in mind about the filming as well, because I haven't really uploaded a lot of my I haven't deleted some of the film from the GoPro yet. I mean, well, on my GoPro yet, or the SD card, because due to me being an Aruba, so I am not too sure about that. So because, you know, I haven't really, you know, I mean, I probably had deleted some of them, but not a lot though, because I just want to make sure I double check them, because once you delete them, it never comes back. So now if the chatterbait don't work, then that's why I got the worms. But I also want to use the other one, the rod that I put line in it when I, you know, put new line on it. I didn't put line on this one yet because it's due to nothing. I could have sworn I thought I would catch something, but nope, not yet. So but it seems like my bobber sinks all the time when I try to reel it in. But I mean, but that's okay, it's just worth a shot, you know. Doing everything I can to catch a fish, which something different, you know. I was thinking about maybe someday I'll do a wacky rig, like you just put a plastic bait on the a plastic worm on the you know, on the hook, and try that way, you know. So because I won't be able to tell if it's on the ground, on the bottom of the water, because if it is, then, you know, then we'll see what it's doing. But if this is the second time it will work, I'm not gonna give up. I'm gonna keep trying. I just gotta try places that I've caught a bass before. And here, this is not, I have not caught a bass here. I don't know if I put the camera up straight. Oh well. So alright, so lately I have not catch anything. I mean, I feel like it's been like a few minutes since I've started, but I haven't really done anything. But I'm only doing this just to save film. So, but, you know, I'm just trying to, like, you know, like I said, I didn't, like I said earlier, I didn't delete the films on YouTube yet. I mean, well, not YouTube. I didn't delete the videos off my computer, and I couldn't do that because I had all the other videos from Aruba, so I could not, so I just want to make sure it's there before I delete it. So But I'm doing everything I can. I don't know if I should do it at this spot because, I mean, I don't know, like, I'm pretty sure they have smallmouth basses here. I looked at the Fish Brain app, and from my point of view, I've never caught a bass at this section before. So mainly I have no idea that catching a bass here, because I mean I've been at this pond since 2022, and I happen to catch only like the few species here, like such as like bass, like, so let me bring it a little bit although I gotta be careful with this tree here, so maybe just a few inches. Because I can see it like when I'm doing the jig, and like I'm doing it in the water, and I'm like, you can see that what I'm trying to do here, you know. So maybe at this little low rate, maybe I can get something, but I don't know. So I'll switch over to the bait caster if this doesn't work out. Kind of looked like a weak cast, but I was just worried about hitting the trees because I made the line, my main line from the bobber, a few inches up. So I just want to see some activity, and not only that, I want to make sure that I don't get caught in the weeds, because how is the fish going to see it in the weeds if it's going to be like that? I don't know. Well, if worst comes to worst, like I said, I'll just switch over to the worms. I got the worms with me because I don't want to leave them in the truck, because it's hot inside. It's hot. It was hot in there, and it gets hot when in the car like that, because it's due to, you know, it heats the expanse in the inside. That's why you said don't leave your children, pets inside the vehicle. Although it's funny because I have a child, well, not a child checkmate, but it's a check rear seat, and it only happens when you open the rear doors. And when you open the rear door, you know, and start up the engine, or even if the motor's running, and you open when you open the doors, you know, it'll say check rear seat. I guess it's a good reminder, because you know a lot of these people are leaving their children and pets inside the vehicles, and it's not good. You know, they can get killed. You know, they can die. So but I'm glad it's just a safety feature, you know. Yeah, so it's like what I'll do is that I'll just go with the bait caster. And I mean, I think I've been doing this for like maybe 20 minutes right now, and I haven't caught anything. So if I try it again, when it comes to trying again, I'll just try again at the, you know, maybe I'll try another location. Maybe when the beginning of fall starts, and just go with that, because I'm sure this fish is in here, but I just don't know when they're up for it. You know, I could try the chatterbait or, yeah, chatterbait at other places too. Like, even at camp, I could try doing it there. Like at the fishing dock. Or on the kayak. You know? So, I don't know. It's not that many to do here, so I think we'll just... So... I like to try to catch something without worms because, you know, it's just, you know, a good way to know, you know. Not to mention, I don't have a... Alright. Alrighty, guys. So, I was trying to catch a fish with this, but as I tested, as you can see, famous bird's nest. And I think this was when I had to use the, you know, let me think. This is when I put the rod, well, not rod, the line and the reel by myself, and I guess that I didn't set the brake right, and look at this. So I'm gonna have to do this all over again. So, and this is what I hate about doing this by myself, because there's no other local places I can go to. So, and it's not, but I was having trouble casting it. I usually calibrate it, or, you know, before I cast it. Thankfully I didn't have to do, so I'll just have to get the rod in with the, you know what I'll do? I'll just cut the line off of that rod. Yeah, the hook of the line, and just use it that way, and then try to catch a fish before it gets too late. So I mean, I mean, I tried to do everything, like how to do tie knots on the thing, so, but this is hard when you have to do it all by yourself, and you know, there's no local places that they can tie knots in the area, like, not knots, I mean tie, not tying knots, what is it, shoot, it's tying, you know, no, not tying, it's putting line on reels. I mean, I would have gone there if it was closer. Well, like if I went to Cabela's, but I don't know. Sometimes you don't know things anymore. What is that thing? Oh, it's just a stick. I thought it was like some kind of worm or whatever it was, so. Alright, well, let me put this back in my truck and we'll go from there. Alright, it's past 5:30 right now. It's like 5:31. I gotta catch a fish, you know, so let's see what happens. I tell you, I mean, oh, you know what I didn't do? I didn't put weights on it. I just have to see, like, I don't know. What happened was that on the off camera, when I was catching a fish, oh, it's a fish, but what is it? It's a bluegill. Bluegill. Oh, okay. Regardless of what it was, I mean, look at that. Oh. Okay, look at that. Bluegill. Well, that means, look at that thing. That caught it right away, though. As you can see. Well, at least I caught a fish. Hold on. Alright, alrighty. Took a little fight, but let's see. Are you able to go in the water without any issues? He looked like he was breathing. Alright, yeah. So, alright. I'm gonna put a weight on there and then just see what happens. I might cast a little further, but at least I caught a fish, even though that wasn't. Let me see. I don't have the bullet weights. Well, I'm a little disappointed with myself with that little bit of you know, quite disappointed when I hooked up that you know, with the, I mean, I thought I did a fantastic job, but maybe I just didn't set it up right because due to the break, you know, I mean, because I mean, I had trouble casting it, but turns out I didn't have a bobber on it, which caused me to, you know, not get it, not to like cast it right away, but as the brake system, you know, was probably not even tight or whatever I did, it just didn't, it did not, you know, did what it's supposed to do. And look at that, got me another bird's nest. So all right, well, it is what it is. I'll just have to try again, maybe not this year, but you know, try again with this, you know, try again next year or whatever, and just make sure you don't, you know, make sure you do it properly. And we got a little bit of piece there, so all right guys, so I almost called it quits because the main line was caught in this this arm here, the bail or whatever you call it. So yeah, so that's what happened. And you know, for some reason it got tangled up because when I was casting I was having a little slight problem reeling it in. I just don't know what happened though, but let's just say, you know, well, this attempting with catching fish with the jigs, chatterbait, didn't go too well today, unfortunately, but you know, that's okay. Whoa, what the, oh no. Well, there goes that worms. Oh no, it got caught in the you stinking son of a gun. Those worms were old anyway, but I don't know how old, but well, actually they were old enough before I went to Aruba, but and I didn't use them one time due to the wow, that's unbelievable. I cannot believe I did that. I think that's one thing you got to do. You got to watch out for your surroundings. Okay, well, the only bait I have left is this one. So, let's make it for the last. Well, you see, wow, that was insane. At first I thought I caught in a tree, but this is way worse. Wow. That was an epic fail. All right, let's see what's going on here. Oh yeah, when it's usually acting up like that, it means that the all right, let me see. All right, I have not casted this far. I mean, don't think I'm gonna cast too far because due to the whole phenomenon of rigging it up, and you know, so, but whatever. Yeah, this is just a whole big mess up. My bait is right over there, all my worms, you know, so great, just freaking great. You know, and not only that, I don't have the right proper bullet weight for it, so meaning that I bought bullet weights when I was at Walmart on, when was it? Oh yeah, because it was on a Saturday, because I had to get a gift for my niece who turned 7 years old in August, and I had to go down to Marlboro. Well, that's where she is, and oh, there goes that. All right, well, that's a wrap, because that was my last and final bait, unfortunately. Oh gosh, the story of my life, a story about a fisherman's life. Alrighty guys, that's gonna be a wrap for the video. So let's recap of what happened. Obviously no chatterbait catching with that, unfortunately. So, but that doesn't mean I'm gonna give up. So what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna try to use the chatterbait at a history of where I caught basses. Like, you know, like this is not one of them, because I did not catch a bass here, at least at this spot. So, and yeah, so that's why I'm probably shouldn't do it here with the chatterbait, because I mean, I don't know, because you know, I've seen people use chatterbait, and what they do is that they actually go on the boat, and I don't have a boat, I don't have the money for it. So I mean, I have a jet ski, but it's not made for fishing. So I mean, kayak on the other hand, well, that could be useful, but let's just say, you know, I'm not really in the mood of going out on the kayak by myself as of yet. So there's rhymes of reasons. But you know, the second one was that obviously something weird happened to my baitcaster reel when I put line on it. And I guess that, I don't know what I did, maybe because when it hit the water, the thing, like the spool, it just kept spinning, and that's why it caused it to back up. So maybe I didn't have it tight enough, or whatever I did, I don't know. I mean, I don't know anything about these reels, too much of it, because I don't really use them that often, and it just caused the biggest backlash. You know, same thing what happened in my camping video, you know. So what else? And you know, but had to rig it all up. Well, rig the other rod up with the jig or chatterbait, and just do it that way, and then just, you know, what do I say, just put a worm on there, and then just put one weight. I'll have to fix that, because something happened with my knot when it got to the bail or whatever, you know, the arm, you know, whatever you call it, I don't know what it is, I can't think of it right now. And I caught a fish though after all with that, you know, bluegill, but at least I'm not going away empty-handed, you know. So, but you know, still catching a bluegill. I wish there was a way I could catch bass or any type of fish with jigs or chatterbait, you know. Maybe I just might fish with like plastic baits, I don't know. I mean, well, I don't know, it's not like I'm not gonna give up, you know, I'm just gonna keep on trying and trying, just not at this pond though. So not this pond, unfortunately, because I want to go to places I had a history of catching a bass. So because I mean, I caught 2 basses one time at this other pond. Then I know the one bass I caught was over here with the one in the last video. So, and then obviously there goes my worms when I was trying to hook it up. So that was a big epic fail. So I don't know what happened. At first I thought I caught a tree, but losing your bait like that is way worse. So wow, that was just, oh, there's some guy on the boat right now for it, but I rather like not do it by myself as of yet. I mean, I know it's like, you know, I don't know, I'm just, maybe when that point comes, when that time comes, but I don't know, you know. I mean, I would definitely wear a life jacket, you know, so it's better off than wearing a jacket. And yeah, so at least overall I caught a fish, so it's not too bad. So I'll probably come back here again, fix my rod, come back here again with it or whatever I have to do, and just I don't know what day I'll do it, you know, but I'll find a way. So fix it all up, put a bullet weight on there, not one of those little tiny weights there. So, and yeah, so just do it that way. All right guys, so that's gonna be a wrap. So make sure you like, subscribe, hit the notification bell button so you don't miss out on my videos, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.